Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup declutter. I have done quite a few of these on my channel in the past. I'll have some of them linked in the description box down below if you're interested in watching some of those. I do like to declutter every 6 months or so just so that I can make sure that I'm not keeping any expired products or products that I'm just not interested in using anymore. Unless products are expired, I'm not going to be throwing them away. I'll offer them to friends and family first and then donate them. Obviously, if a product is expired and it's gone bad, I am just going to throw it straight in the bin. Sometimes I do my makeup declutters all in one go, sometimes I split it into categories. Today I'm going to be doing it just all in one go so we get it all over and done with in one video. So I hope that you enjoy watching this video. I would love it if you would subscribe if you are new here. I upload a new video every single week, and let's head on over to my makeup drawers. So in this first drawer here we have all of my eye products. This is probably the drawer that I'm going to declutter the most from. And by the way, if you're wondering why we're ignoring the top drawer, that is where I keep my everyday makeup for each month. And I've emptied it just for now, and I've just put everything into the drawers that they would normally be stored in. I'm going to just start by taking everything out of the drawer, and then we can put it back in or not, depending. So starting off with my Naked palette, I am going to be keeping this one because I love using that as just a neutral option for going to work. However, the Naked 3, I am going to pass this one along, even though I do quite like it. Obviously there are a couple of formulas in there which are not ideal, but I have still enjoyed it when I've used it, but it's just that I don't reach for it, so there's no point in keeping it when I've got so many eyeshadow palettes. This Natio palette, I've only used it twice so far, and I'm still kind of formulating my opinion on it. I'm going to keep it for now, but I might change my mind about that later. I'm going to keep my Lorac Pro palette because I love some of the colours in here. This Rich Gems palette from Chi Chi I was keeping because of some of the really nice, bright and different colours, but now I feel like I have some other options, so I'm going to pass this one along as well. The Zulu by Juvia's Place, this is what I was talking about. Instead of my Chi Chi Rich Gems palette, this one has some beautiful colours and I've been really loving this. So this one's definitely staying. And then we have my Shaaanxo palette. I feel like I do want to keep this. I love the quality of these shadows actually, and I do want to keep it and, you know, maybe one day try and completely use it up. The Colourpop Yes Please palette is one of my favourite drugstore options that I've ever tried, so definitely keeping that one. The Tartelette Toasted palette is one that I also want to keep at the moment. I love all of the warm toned shades in there. And my YSL palette, of course, I'm going to be keeping. In this little plastic container, I was hoarding way too much stuff that I don't need, so let's go through that. Starting off with the eyeshadow primers, this one from Too Faced is one of my favourites, but it has expired and the formula has started to like go really runny and oily, and I don't think that it is something I should be putting on my eyes anymore, so I am going to throw this one out. I did pick up a replacement just earlier today, so I'll just take that one out of the box and I can start using that one. This eye primer by Wet n Wild I don't like. It really washes out the colour of my eyeshadow that I'm putting on top, and it means that I have to use more product, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I have a few primer potion samples from Urban Decay. I didn't like Minor Sin or Eden, but I am currently using the anti-aging one and I really like this one, so I'm going to keep just that one and probably throw those two out because they've, you know, been on my eyes. My Maybelline Brow Drama, I've had this for over 2 years now. It's definitely I've definitely had it for too long, and also I took a pair of scissors to it the other day trying to cut off the ball on the end of the wand, and it didn't come off, but now, you know, my rusty scissors have been on it, so I feel like it should definitely go, so I'm just going to throw that one out as well. And I do need to pick up a new brow gel because throwing that one out means that I don't actually have one at the moment, but that's okay, I will manage without it for a couple of weeks. I am going to keep my Mellow Brow Definer pencil. I like that it has the spoolie on one side. Oh, it doesn't actually fit in there. It can go there. I'm not sure what to do with this eyeliner by Clinique. It's just, you know, a normal felt liner. But I don't wear eyeliner, so I feel like I should get rid of it, but I did wear it one time and I really liked it. Applied really easily. It's even called the Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. It was really easy to use and it applied really nicely, and I wore it for an Instagram picture, but actually I would never wear eyeliner like ever out of the house. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm probably never gonna use it again. Right, on to mascaras. So this one, the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot, this is one of my favorites at the moment. I'm going to keep that. The Benefit Bad Girl Bang, I am still really enjoying this one as well, so going to keep that too. I don't think, no, it doesn't fit in there, so that one can go down the side as well. This one from Clinique, I've had this open for too long now, so I'm just going to throw that one out, but I do have a unopened one of these which I'll pull out. So it looks exactly the same, which is why I didn't have it in here, because then I'd forget which one was open and which one was unopened. But now that I've gotten rid of the old one, this one can go in the drawer. This huge Extreme Lash Mascara from Stila, I have not had the best luck with. Every single time I use this, I get it on my lid, in my eye, somewhere that it's not meant to go. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. I might have a friend that doesn't mind using it after me, but if not, I'm just going to chuck this out. My Makeup Geek Sugar Rush pigment. I don't use it very often, but I do like it and it's very unique. It's different from anything else that I have in my collection. So I'm going to keep that up here. My one and only Magnificent Metals eyeshadow from Stila. This is in the shade Smoldering Satin. Again, I don't wear it very often, but it's completely different from anything else I have in my collection. So I'm going to keep that here, I guess. And then my single eyeshadow from Wet n Wild in the shade Brulee. It's not my favourite, but if it ever happened that I ran out of all of my matte cream shadows, I would use this to set my eyeshadow primer. So I think I'm going to keep this one as well. Again, it's not one that I reach for very often, but it's just one of those basic shades that is good to have. So that is my eye drawer. I'm not happy about this situation where I have a palette on top of another palette, but every month I have at least one palette in my top drawer, so it wouldn't actually look like this once I've taken a palette out. So that will do for now. In this drawer here I have my blushes, bronzers and highlighters, and also just some clean brushes that I'm not currently using. It used to be bronzers, blushes and highlighters, but then I bought a few too many blushes, so now the blushes spill over to this one, and then some of my highlighters have moved over into my bronzer compartment. So we're going to try and cut this down a little bit. I'm going to find this really difficult. I am not picky at all when it comes to blushes, which is why I have so many of them. There are no blushes in here that I dislike, which is going to make this really difficult, but actually I'm just going to try and get rid of the ones that I don't reach for as much, even though I still like them. If I'm not reaching for them, there's no point in keeping them. Highlighters I'm a lot more picky with, so I only have a few highlighters, so I may not get rid of many highlighters, if any, because I've been very selective about the ones that I bought in the first place. But anyway, let's start by just taking all the products out like I did for the first drawer. I'm struggling already. I'm looking at the pile of products and I can't see anything that I really want to get rid of. Anyway, I'm going to start by the Clinique Cheek Pop blush. I'm definitely keeping that. And my MAC blush in Warm Soul, just because this goes with absolutely everything. My Bobbi Brown blush in Nectar is one of my favorites. Doesn't fit in that one, it'll have to go there. This Maybelline blush, I wore this the other day after not wearing it for ages. I thought that I didn't like it that much, but when I wore it the other day, it was absolutely beautiful and I have to keep it. This blush from Clinique in the shade Pink Love, I think. Yep, Pink Love. I do like it when I wear it, but I never reach for it. It's quite cool toned and I don't go for cool toned looks that often, so I'm going to pass this one along. Speaking of not wearing cool toned blushes, there are two that I do actually want to keep. One is my Tarte blush in the shade Exposed. It's just such a neutral colour that I wear it quite often. And the other one is my Benefit Havana blush, which is gorgeous. This one's great for spring. This blush from Wet n Wild is in the shade Apricot in the middle, and I do remember liking it, but it's another one that I just never reach for. I do like peachy toned blushes, but this one doesn't really have enough pink in it to suit me. I like peachy pinks, and this one's just like straight peach with a gold reflect. I mean, it is so pretty. This is why this is so hard. I never reach for it. Okay, it's going. I have these two blushes from Natio in the shade Peach Glow and Rosewood. I do like the Natio blushes, and I reach for Rosewood, so I'll keep that one, I think. I do reach for Peach Glow as well, but I think now that I have my Clinique one, I won't, because I'd always go for this one. I love this one so much. So I don't think I would ever reach for this over the Clinique one, so I'm going to pass that one on. I have these two blushes, one from MAC, one from Essence, that are basically the same colour, and they're both matte. But I really, really like them both. And this one, you know, even though it's a really cheap blush, it is actually really nice. I might keep them both just in case one day I decide to do a dupes video. I shouldn't keep them both. I just can't decide. This blush from Bourjois in the shade Jasper Rose, I think I keep it because of the smell. It smells absolutely amazing, but I use it like once a year. So as much as it hurts, I'm gonna pass this on. And then I think this is the last blush. This is a blush trio from Chi Chi. They're really bright shades, but this one is actually quite wearable. I do want to keep it because I've got nothing that bright, and if I ever want a standout blush for my makeup, then I will reach for that. Okay, let's quickly go through my highlighters because I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of any of them. I have my two new ones, which I'm definitely not getting rid of. The Jouer highlighter in the shade Citrine and the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow in the lightest shade. I have my XO Beauty highlighter in the shade Aurora, which I have made a little bit of a dent in. Mary Luminizer, which is stunning. Lightscapade by MAC, which you can't tell, but I have used quite a lot of this. It's starting to go a little bit flat on the top. This Wet n Wild eyeshadow trio in Walking on Eggshells that everyone else loves. I don't like them as eyeshadows, but I love these two here, but mostly this one because it's a better colour for me. As a highlighter, absolutely gorgeous. And then the last highlighter that I have is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio. This one is the highlighter on me, and then these two, depending on the time of year, I use them either all over my face as a setting powder or actually as bronzers, because I'm that pale. Onto bronzers. Again, this one from Bare Minerals, the Invisible Bronze. This is new to me, so I'm loving it, so I'm gonna keep that for sure. This one from Essence, the Matte Bronzing Powder. I do like it, but I never reach for it because I've got others that I prefer, so I will pass that one on. Benefit Hoola is one of my most reached for bronzers. The Physician Formula Butter Bronzer, this is my only drugstore bronzer that I have left now that I've gotten rid of the Essence one, and I really like it, so I'm going to keep that even though the packaging's broken. And then I have my three little mini Too Faced bronzers. So I have Sun Bunny, which I quite like for a shimmery bronzer, Chocolate Soleil, which matches me in summer, and then Milk Chocolate, which matches me the rest of the year. So I'm going to keep all of those, and that is all my bronzers. Alright, on to the next drawer. So this is the last drawer that I have makeup in. The one beneath this is just storage for, you know, random bits and bobs. So in here I have all of my lipsticks. I've got nail polishes, which you can't see, but they're just at the back behind my lipsticks. And then I've got all of my base products. We've got foundations, primers, concealers, powders, and setting sprays. Once again, I'm just going to start by taking everything out of the drawer. Okay, primer's an easy one because I only have one primer, and it's the LA Girl Pro Prep. I'm definitely going to keep this just because it's my only primer. I did have the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I just used it up, so I will probably repurchase that because I did really enjoy it. But at the moment, I'm not going to get rid of my only primer. Okay, let's start with the easy ones. This one from Lancome, the Matte Miracle. This is one of my favourite foundations. definitely keeping that. This is the one that I'm wearing today. It's the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation, and I love this one. NARS Sheer Glow I like, and the Chi Chi Super CC Cream I like. This one from Natio, this is the Pure Mineral Foundation. I haven't even tried this. It came in like a gift set when I bought a couple of products. They gave me a bunch of products for free. And this one is just way too pink for me. You can see if you compare it to my NARS one, this one matches me, this one is never going to. So because it's unused, I can donate this one, so I will do that. This is the tricky part because these are two high-end foundations that I didn't love. The Tarte Shape Tape and the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. They both just make my face look really dry after a couple of hours. Not sure what to do. I don't think I need both. They've both got quite a bit of coverage. The NARS one I've only used a couple of times, so I want to give it a bit more of a shot. So I might keep that one just for now. Am I gonna pass this on? I think I am. I'll pass it to someone with maybe more oily skin because this was formulated to be for oily skin rather than dry skin like I have. And then I own a grand total of 3 concealers. The Colourpop No Filter Concealer I really like, and it's a nice light one. This is the one that matches me the best in winter. The Maybelline Fit Me I do like. I've had it for, actually, I've had this one for over 2 years as well. The only reason I can remember that is because I went on a holiday to Australia 2 years ago, and I know that I took this with me. So actually I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm just gonna throw it out because it's so old. And then the Maybelline Master Conceal, this one is new to me. It's a little bit darker, but actually it matches me quite well. So it does a really good job at covering up my under eye circles. Rather than brightening, it just really conceals. I have 4 powders. This one from Too Faced is new to me, and I really like this one. Definitely keeping that. My Maybelline Fit Me, again this is a couple of years old, but because it's a powder I think that that's okay. And I do like it, so I'm keeping that. This one from Rimmel is probably over 3 years old, but I really want to use it up. Like, how satisfying would that be? And then this one from Maybelline, the Master Fix. This is probably my least favourite. Yep, I'm just going to get rid of it. Don't need it. I have 2 setting sprays, the Mario Badescu and the Maybelline Master Fix. This one is my favourite, but I think it's not too excessive to own 2 setting sprays, so I'll keep both of those. Oh gosh, and then we have a massive pile of lipsticks in front of me. I'm going to start with the lip liners because I only have 2. I have a nude one from LA Girl and I have a red one from Natio, and I think that is not excessive, so I'm going to keep both of them. I'm going to keep all of my Clinique Matte Pop lipsticks because these are my favourite formula of lipstick ever. So I have Pow Pop, Graffiti Pop, sorry I'm going backwards in order, Ruby Pop, Icon Pop, and Blushing Pop. And I have this little one here. It's not a matte pop, it's just a regular lip pop or whatever they're called. This one's in the shade Plum Pop. It's just a little mini, but I really like that too. I have these 2 Chi Chi lipsticks in the shade Hot Mama and You Had Me at Hello. This one, Hot Mama, is literally the exact same colour as one of my Clinique ones, and I would never reach for Chi Chi over Clinique. So this one can go. I'm not sure about this one. It is such a lovely colour for summer especially. Let me think about that one. I'll just put it on its own for the moment. I feel like I should get rid of it because my Chi Chi lipsticks are so old. And speaking of old lipsticks, these ones from Natio I have had for way too long as well. This one's in the shade Rush, and I kept it because it's the only like true red that I've kept, but I never ever wear true reds, so I'm going to get rid of that. These 2 I keep because they're just, whoops, they're unique to my collection. This one's in the shade Paradise, is one of my favourite shades for summer, and this one in the shade Crush is the only like brown lipstick that I have. I'd love to keep both of them, but they're so old. I'm gonna keep Paradise because I have no colours that are similar to that. I'm gonna get rid of Crush even though I don't have any similar colours. I wore it the other day and I'm not in love with how it looks on me. I think I'm gonna put all of my square lipsticks up in that top row there. So I have my YSL lipstick in this beautiful burgundy red shade, and which is the one that I'm wearing today, fun fact, so that can go there. This one from Clarins in the shade Wood Rose, which used to be my favourite lipstick before I found the Clinique ones. I still love it. I just prefer the Clinique ones, but I'm definitely keeping that. This Bourjois lipstick in the shade Beige Shooting. I do like it, but I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's just not my favorite, and I am not happy every time I put it on. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. And then my Maybelline lipstick in the shade Berry Bossy. I do really like this. I don't wear it very often, but it's like one of my favorite purple shades. Oh, let me compare it to the Clinique. Oh no, it's so similar. I'm gonna keep it in case I do that dupes video. Leave me a comment down below if you would like to see me do a dupes video. I have 3 more Clinique lipsticks. These are just not the matte ones, so they're not my favorite formula. Let me think. This one came in a gift set. It was a couple of years ago now, and I did really like it. This did, once upon a time, make it into my top 5 pink lipsticks, but now every time I put it on, I just feel like it's not quite right, so I'm gonna pass that one on. This one also came in a gift set more recently. It's in the shade Rosette, and it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it, but honestly, this one just looks like my lips but better. It's quite sheer, and it's very natural. I'm gonna keep it for now. And then this one here is in the shade Beige Pop, so it's another one of their pop lipsticks, but a creamy formula instead of matte. And this is one of my nudist lipsticks, and this is what I wear if I'm doing a more statement eye look. I've just seen this, which I actually received today when I picked up my eyeshadow primer from Mecca. It's just a bunch of samples of this foundation here, which obviously I already have the foundation, so I'm gonna pass this on to my friend who would like to try out the formula. Back to lipsticks. I have this lipstick from Rimmel in the shade 107, which I like, but if you compare it to my YSL lipstick, oh, I'd never reach for this over the YSL one. Oh my gosh, should I put this in a dupes as well? Who knew I had so many dupes? Oh, that sucks because I was going to get rid of this one. I'm going to keep it for the dupes video, and then I'll probably get rid of it after that. I have Bitch Perfect from Charlotte Tilbury. This is another really nude shade that I wear when I'm doing a statement eye look. Okay, I have 4 lipsticks from Topshop. 2 of them are very old, 2 of them are not quite so old. Yeah, so these are my 2 oldest ones in the shade Be My Baby and Devotion. Devotion used to be one that I wore all the time, but I haven't worn it in so long. I'm just gonna pass it on. I don't need it. And Be My Baby used to be my favorite like peachy lipstick. I don't love it anymore. I'm gonna pass that one on as well. And then my newer ones, which I've still had for probably over a year, Straight Ace and Falling Fast. I never reach for these either. From memory, they come off a lot more sheer than they look. Yeah, see, it looks way brighter in the tube, but then when you apply it, it's much more wearable. And same with this one, I think. Oh no, that one is quite bright. Would I wear them in spring? I'm gonna put those with the other one that I'm thinking about at the moment. Let's try and do something with these MAC lipsticks. The first one is in Velvet Teddy, which is one of my favorite nude lipsticks. Then we've got Lady Danger, which, once again, it's not quite the same as my Clinique one, but it's so similar that I would always go for this formula over that one. So I'm going to pass on Lady Danger. Who would have thought? We've got Dare You, which is a dark burgundy red in the Cream Sheen formula. I do quite like that one actually. Up the Amp is a gorgeous lilac shade for spring. Speak Louder. I really like this as well. It's slightly more of a muted pink than what I used to wear. Impassioned. This is what I mean. If I compare Impassioned to Speak Louder, Impassioned was one of the first MAC lipsticks I got, and then Speak Louder is closer to what I'd want to wear now. So I'm gonna pass on Impassioned. It's just a bit too bright for me. And the last one I have is Flat Out Fabulous, which I love the color of, and I kept it in my last declutter because I don't have anything like this color, but actually the formula is so drying, I can't get past it. It's one of the retro mattes, so I'm gonna pass this on too and just hope that one day I find a similar color. I have 2 lipsticks from Collection. One is in the shade Vintage Rose, which is a really nice nude shade, so I'm going to keep that. And the other one, oh, actually put that there. And the other one is in the shade Fig Delight, which is more of a deeper kind of brownie nude. I don't reach for it very often, but I do really like that shade. Although this one is so old. I probably had this for 3 years. You know what? I've got enough nude shades. I'm gonna pass that one on. Oh, I don't reach for darker shades anymore though. No, I'm passing that one on too. I have 2 Wet n Wild lipsticks. This one is in the shade Spiked with Rum, and this purpley one is in the shade Sugar Plum Fairy. This one was given to me by a friend recently and I haven't actually tried it yet, so I'm definitely keeping this one. And this one is beautiful as well. I wonder if that could be a dupe for something too. And then the last 2 lip products that I have are the Lancome Juicy Shaker, which is just my love, so I'm keeping that. And then the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. This is so old, I probably really do need to get rid of it, but I don't have any other lip glosses. I'm going to keep it for now, and as soon as I've got some more lip glosses I will pass this one on. Well, not pass it on, throw it out, you know what I mean. And then I've just got to figure out what I'm doing with these 3. Well, I don't need both of these. If you look at the colour underneath, they're very similar actually. They're very similar. This one's older. I'm going to get rid of the Chi Chi one. So I'll keep that one. And I'm just going to keep this for now. I might wear it in spring. Unfortunately, the Lancome doesn't fit into there, but I can get rid of one of these. There we go, that's a bit better. And I'm just going to quickly go through my Essie nail polishes. As you may have noticed, I don't really wear nail polish anymore. Last year I was getting gel nails done and I loved that. This year I can't afford to, and I was just getting so annoyed with my nail polish chipping every hour or so. So I just decided that I'm going to rock the natural nails this year. And most of my nail polishes I've had for way too long, and I can actually see that they're like discolored and gross. So this one, for example, Mint Candy Apple, this was like my favourite shade, but it's gonna go. Bikini Sotini is gonna go. Chinchilli is gonna go. Eternal Optimist is gonna go. Blanc is gonna go. Decadent Dish is gonna go. And this is where I struggle. I want to keep one like bright shade so that if I need to grow out my gel nails, then I've got something to cover up my nails, if you know what I mean, to like hide the fact that half my nails have come off and half of them haven't. So I think that will be this one, because this gold shade covers up just about anything. This is Leggy Legend. So I'll keep that for next year. And then I have these 3, which I'd quite like to keep all of them, but honestly, will I ever wear them? This one here is Ballet Slippers, which is like the nude shade that I wear for like job interviews or whatever, but honestly, if it's chipping, would I even bother, or would I just wear my natural nails? And then Jiggle High Jiggle Low is this one here, which I would use as a feature nail with that one. Peach Daiquiri, which I love the colour of it and it's so summery. But if this one chips, it's like so obvious because it's so bright. I'm just gonna pass them all on. Someone else can enjoy them. And that is the end of my declutter. Let me just quickly show you everything that I'm getting rid of. So here we have all of the products that I'm getting rid of today. Considering that my collection is not massively huge, this is amazing for me to get rid of this many products. Like I said at the start, I am going to be offering these to friends and family first before either donating them if they are worth donating, or obviously if they have expired or they've been around my eyes, I will just be throwing them out. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Once again, I would love it if you did subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you again next time. Bye!